Good morning, everyone. Happy Labor Day. We are blessed to be here. It is Monday, even though it's a holiday. It still means Ask Me Anything Monday. Welcome, Keaton. Good to see you're up. Welcome, everybody. The Shawshank Redemption there, Jessie, Rocky. Good to see you, Christina Madrigal. Good morning. Welcome. Justin, good to see you. What's up, everybody? Well, it's Ask Me Anything Monday. That means you get to ask me questions, and we'll keep them going. Let's pin up there where people can reach out to me. Here we go. Just on time. David at Meltzer.com if you need anything. Mikey, good to see you. Good morning. The real London in the house as well. Good to see you. What was your favorite part of this weekend? By far, spending time with my family, especially the family that doesn't live in California. All my cousins and aunts and uncles and my sister and brothers. Great to see all of you and the kids by far. And me and my wife had a phenomenal time. So great wedding was my favorite thing. How can I build a strong sales team? Well, number one, you need to be a strong salesperson in order to effectuate or hire a strong salesperson so they can shadow you, work with you, be supervised by you, let go on their own so that someone can shadow them, work with them, supervise them, and let them go. And this is how we scale a big sales force within the context of your values, and also hopefully utilizing the 5 to Thrive sales methodology of teaching them to stimulate interest through open minds, transition that interest to share vision with that open mind, to determine whether they're sponsors or power sponsors, manage and develop that vision into an articulation of the quantifiable value that you promised, not overselling, back end selling, utilizing a go, no-go plan to increase the statistical success, to allow your sales team to sell through, not to everyone, building an incredible organization and monetizing and maximizing all the opportunities that exist within the context of your value. And that allows you to thrive. That's the 5 to Thrive sales system. If anybody wants it, I'll give it to you for free. David at dmeltzer.com. Just email me for the 5 to Thrive sales system. David at dmeltzer.com. Please, I'll be happy to throw in a book as well. Ebook, audiobook. I'll sign a book, send it to you, pay for shipping in the book, no problem. True Underdog has joined. That would be Jason Waller, under the context of the True Underdog podcast, one of my favorite podcasts in the world. This guy gets the biggest celebrities, athletes, entertainers, millionaires, billionaires, and entrepreneurs. He rocks it and rolls it. I know some of the people that he's been with the last few weeks, and they are incredible. Bam! Says Jakey Bakey. All right, it's Ask Me Anything Monday. Welcome, everybody. How do you define a celebrant? A celebrant is different than a celebrity. A celebrant elevates others to elevate themselves, empower others to empower others. So a celebrant celebrates others. A celebrity wants to be celebrated. Different shifts in the ego-based consciousness, different perspectives that each of those people have. Good to see that as well. Anyone wants to go live with me? It's Ask Me Anything Monday. We'll be on Clubhouse as well for a bit today. It's usually about 3 p.m. Pacific time. Ask Me Anything Monday. We don't take off. It's Labor Day, so we believe in activity. You get paid for activity you don't get paid for. Here to empower others, Let me know if you want to go live with me. Love to see you on there. The easiest way to take control of your life is to look at what you have control of, which is your mindset, your heart set, and the conscious continuum, which is relative to your personality trait, your characteristics, your obsessions and addictions. If you realize that you're in control of your mindset, heart set, and the conscious continuum of what you think, say, do, believe, and those personality traits, characteristics, obsessions, and addictions, you can find inside of you what you want to find outside of you. So these are great ways to do it. That's how we take control of our lives. Let's see if every day of activity, Keaton, every day activity I get planned, don't have plans, sleep. Activities I get paid for, activities I don't get paid for. There are always days to enjoy ourselves. Oh, he declined. Anyone wants to go live, just let me know. Love to have you on here with me. Favorite Favorite trip you've been on recently? Favorite trip I've been on recently. Wow, I get to go to so many great places, but I have to say, 10 minutes from my house, I was at the Ritz-Carlton this weekend for my niece's beautiful wedding, and it certainly was, and I got to be with all my family, but the weather was perfect. The venue's amazing, some of my favorite spots. We got to walk with the family. We played tennis. It was amazing. Swam with Miles. So favorite trip by far. Recently was 10 minutes away from my house, a little staycation at the Ritz-Carlton here in Southern California. What is the importance of marketing? What's the importance of marketing? So marketing, the important is to ask and find open minds. So to find an open mind, qualify whether it is a sponsor or a power sponsor, and then ask. That's the purpose of marketing. Marketing is to find those open minds, to increase the efficiency, effectiveness, and statistical success. Marketing will allow you to stimulate interest, utilize that 5 to Thrive sales system that I offered earlier to you, David at dmeltzer.com. But marketing simply to me is to attract the open minds, determine if it's a sponsor or a power sponsor, and then go ahead and share that vision. So we're very good. It's Ask Me Anything Monday. People piling in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just enjoying asking questions and getting in. Hey, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
How are
Thank you
you?
for having me. I'm doing great, thank you. The first
Awesome.
time I've been live with you. Well, I mean, I watch you all the time and I watch replays. So I want to thank you for everything. I follow you. I first heard you on Clubhouse, and you have made a big difference in my life. And I am reading your book. I have it on the PDF, and I will. I'm gonna email you. I would really, really love to have the physical copy because I just like it's just easier to
Yeah.
highlight and
That's why I
you
send
know.
them out. I'm more than happy. I'll sign it for you too. So make sure
Oh,
you tell
I
me all
would
your
love
info.
that. Yes, I like writing in there and just it's easier to go back to and follow. And I'm also doing your coaching program, the Road to Revenue. So my question for you today is I've been really trying to think about what my core values are. I've been kind of stuck on this section of your book. I keep rereading and keep going through your coaching. And my question is, there's obviously some core values that I feel I should have, and yet at the same time, I feel like I have a lot to work on. So though I think that they're very important, I may not be completely there yet.
Yeah.
So
Perfect. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, when we're creating those core values, we have to realize that we're instituting the 3 laws that we live by. One, you have to remind yourself, and a lot of people don't do that when they're starting to grow, expand, and learn. They forget one important thing. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. You're at the right place at the perfect time. You are perfectly you. You should enjoy that, be happy, and then utilize that law of Goya to get off your ass and to make these changes. And just know that it's progress, not perfection, when we make the changes. So remind yourself as you maybe get lost in saying, hey, I'm not ready. Just these are my bowling bumpers. I'm not going to be in the gutter. I'm going to go ahead. If the ball comes out, these are my non-negotiable bumpers. For me, gratitude,
okay,
as you know, always when bad things happen or things that are struggles and void shortages, mistakes, failures, setbacks, the bumper comes in and says, wait a second, I use gratitude to find what the light in what it is, the lesson, right? Because pain is an indicator there's a lesson to learn. I'm not going to stop. I'm not getting in the gutter. The bowling bumpers are out. And that value says, oh, I'm going to find the light, the love, and the lessons in this. I'm going to forgive
okay,
myself because obviously I don't know what I don't know. I am imperfectly perfect, as I already ascertained by telling myself I'm at the right place at the perfect time. I'm going to take accountability, though, that I am accountable for what is in my life and what am I supposed to learn from it. And when I learn from it, that will clear that interference that you feel right now is I'm trying to get the clarity, the balance, and the focus on these values, that there's some instantaneous solution of being grateful and forgiving and accountable to be inspired. It isn't. What I'm trying to do for you, and I'm going to send you my book, so please email me, david at dmeltzer.com, anybody. What I'm trying to do is to have you feel inside, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am worthy, and I am happy. And let's figure out what we're doing to interfere with what you already are. Because we're gracious and forgiving and accountable. We need to figure out what we're doing to interfere with this great source of light, love, and lessons that are
Yes.
always connected to us. And you are beautifully you. You can do this. Take your time. Just remind yourself, when I think you'll feel great security. And when you tell yourself, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm worthy, I am exactly where I'm supposed to be at the right place at the perfect time. Now I'm going to go get better. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, that does. So even those values that I feel like I'm still a little behind, or some of them very behind, I still write them down because they're still important to me. Okay, so that I think was my biggest thing, because I'm like, okay, I don't want to be kind of false, because I know that I'm still growing and I'm still,
Learning.
learning some of this. Um, but so I'm like, do I write them down because I still feel they're important? And so I think that answered my question. They are important. So I guess I look back and that's my bumper. So if I know, I gotta correct myself here. Okay.
You got it. Thank you so much for joining. Come back and visit me
Thank you
again. I'll
so
send
much.
you
I
a book.
definitely will. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great holiday.
You
Thank you
too.
so much. She is unbreakable. And thank you for joining me. Oh, well, happy holidays, everybody. It is Ask Me Anything Monday. We got great people. Frank, good to see you. Great awareness as well to you. Thank you, everyone, for joining me on this glorious day. Please enjoy your happiness, your health, your wealth, and your worthiness. Let's figure out what we're doing to interfere with our better self, our greater self, our higher self. We can do it. 11:11. What's up, Jessie Journal? You're in the house. We got some great questions here. Um, what is the importance of being creative? Creativity is the expression of God. Creativity is the recognition, remembrance, reminding of what you are connected to and through. Somebody asked me what my hat is. Screwball, the peanut butter whiskey, unbelievable company, fastest company to 1 million cases, even faster than Grey Goose. These guys are incredible. If you haven't tried it, it tastes like peanut butter. If you like peanut butter, you'll love this. Importance of being creative is to allow God to be expressed through you, but it's really the recognition, the remembrance, and the reminder of what you're connected to and through. So when you are creative, you are affirming and recollecting that the oneness in the universe is through you, not to you or for you. So be creative, be curious, and utilize those 5 to thrives. Anybody wants any of that stuff, David at dmeltzer.com. Just ask me for whatever you need. I'll send you an ebook, an audiobook. I'll sign a book, send it to you, pay for shipping and the book. Don't worry. David at dmeltzer.com. Also pin my text number if you ever need to text me, 949-298-2905. All right, we're rocking and rolling. I dig it. May I have to get my dad one of those hats? Just ask. Ask and I'll send you a screwball hat or anything screwball. David at dmeltzer.com. What is more important, the quantitative data, revenue, etc., or the details of a company? A little bit vague on in a pitch. What is more important, the quantitative data, revenue, et cetera, or the details of the company? So the number one thing that's important is credibility. This is a great question. Jesus, my savior. Uh, Credibility is the number one thing that's important. If you're 100% credible, people that you ask will do whatever you ask. So the closer you become to 100% credible by being honest, the more powerful the pitch. 2, emotional attachment. If we can get people to feel a certain way, like Maya Angelou says, they won't remember what you say, they'll remember what they feel. If you get them to feel, then 3rd is the quantitative articulation of that data. The quantitative articulation of the value that you're asking for is greater, right? The value you're asking for is less than what you're asking for. The value, if you can quantitatively articulate the quantitative value to exceed what you're asking for, man, you'll kill it with those 3 things. If anybody wants the perfect pitch guide, David at dmeltzer.com. I'll send that one to you too, along with my book, ebook, audiobook. I will send signed copies, ship it to you, not a problem. All righty. What advice would you give to someone who just started college, ask for help, find all the people at the college that you want to be in the situation like, and find those professors and groups and clubs and friends? Go ahead, ask for help. Radical humility will be the best thing you can utilize at college. Remember 3 things in college, everyone. Do your best, learn something, and have fun. Just do your best, learn something, and have fun each day. It'll aggregate upon itself. It will compound upon itself. You will leave there expanded, and you will leave there in an accelerated state. You will learn and grow. Plus, you'll have a really great time. So do your best, learn something, and have fun. You'll love it. We'll have the perfect pitch guide out to you. Wellness Blooms. You'll love it. David at dmeltzer.com. Thank you for joining me. It's Ask Me Anything Monday. You could ask me anything. Who's the greatest salesperson you've ever met? I met a sales guy in Friends with Steve Lynn, and he was the best salesperson I've ever met. Mike Bosworth is another one, wrote the book Solution Selling. Zig Ziglar, Dennis Waitley, some of the greats out there, but unbelievable. Mr. D, I called him, was the best salesperson I've ever met. Understanding credibility, emotional attachment, could articulate quantitative value greater than what he was asking for at all times. The lessons, when I hung out with him, it was an MBA a day. That's how smart this guy was. Happy Labor Day. That's my question. Happy Labor Day to you, Jonathan. Awesome. Here we go. How to scale up a small business. Well, number one, you got to make sure you stay in business. If you're a small business, make sure your number one priority is to stay in business. If you stay in business as a small business, you will grow. You will scale. You will accelerate and compound all the things that you want. But most people get ahead of themselves when they're focused in on scaling and attaching their emotional status to outcomes with the time restraint on it, just creating resistance, voids, and shortages. Instead, go ahead, enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of your potential, but stay in business. Number one priority of a small business is to stay in business. Every morning when I wake up, I make sure that my business is guaranteed to be in business tomorrow. Then I move forward from there. Because if I do that, I know that eventually I'll get to where I want to be. It'll segment on itself. It will compound on itself. What is the next step forward if I'm finding myself in a continuous loop, facing the same problems, but still not being able to get out of my head and practice self-discipline? I don't know how to break from these shackles. I have run out of hope. No. Never run out of hope, because you're connected to hope. So do not run out of hope. What I'm going to do is send you my 5 daily practices. Will get you out of the myth of Sisyphus. See, right now, you're pushing a boulder to the top of the hill just to have it roll down to the bottom every day. I'm going to teach you to plateau and grow. I'm going to teach you to wake up in the morning and take inventory of your what every day, expanding, accelerating exponentially. What do I want personally, experientially, giving and receiving wise? Who can help me and who can I help? How am I going to get this done? By using a lens of productivity, accessibility, and gratitude, finding the light, the love, and the lesson, seeing pain as an indicator, a turn signal, not a stop sign, and then prioritizing what's most important in the appropriate manner by your what, your who, and your how. Then you can apply your why, and you won't feel stuck. You will feel and achieve the exponential growth acceleration that you want. So I will send you the 5 daily practices. 5 to Thrive is the sales kit. I'll send that to you too. But if you want the 5 daily practices, I'll also send my book, ebook, audiobook. I will sign a copy, send it to you, ship it to you, no problem. David at dmeltzer.com. Just email me, or you can see my text number below. That works as well. So please, let's do that there. Keep the questions coming. It's Ask Me Anything Monday. We do this every Monday. We just try to share our wisdom, knowledge, dummy tax to everybody. And we do a clubhouse about 3 o'clock for a quick half an hour segment as well. Just ask me anything. Re-asking this because it's pretty far down now. But what if you could give one piece of advice for an entrepreneur in their 20s? What would it be? Ask for help. Find someone that sits in the situation that you want to be in. Please ask for help. You can get there faster if somebody already knows the directions. Ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to do the due diligence and see exactly what we're doing, how we're doing it. Please ask. If I could ask my 20, 30, 40, 50-year-old self, I tell myself every day, radical humility is my way. I'm going to ask for help today. I'm going to find open-minded people, figure out who my sponsors are, people that could help find me someone to help me, or my power sponsor is someone that can help me and find someone that can help me. That's what I'm going to do today. So please ask for help. Thank you. Kids once said you have to be a kid again when you play because as a kid you were the most creative. Do you think this could apply to? Think this would apply? You're most creative. Do you think this could apply to something outside of basketball? Uh, Kobe said that. Sorry. Yeah, it applies to everything. That's why I tell people do your best, learn something, and have fun. It applies to everything. To be creative. Creative is the expression of God through you, not to you and for you. So please, utilize that. Do your best, learn something, and have fun in everything you do. You'll expand, grow, and the kid will come out of you. When did you institute the triple A into your life? I started using the AAA into my life when I stopped trying to oversell, back end sell, lie, manipulate, and cheat people almost 20 years ago. I just started to say, wait a second, I got to spend 80% of my time getting alignment, being more interested than interesting, asking open-ended questions to find open-minded people so that I can figure out who was my sponsor and power sponsors in my life, and utilizing the great chain of feeding. I was surrounding myself and aggregating the people that fed me most. And I continue to do so. And I continue to get better at that by trusting everyone, but vetting the crap out of them. So please utilize those. And if anyone wants the open-ended question template that I keep referring to, the same as the 5 to Thrive sales guide, the same as the go, no go plan, the same as any of these things that you've heard, david@dmeltzer.com. A lot of them, like AAA strategy as well, are in my book, Alignment, Action, and Prepare for Adjustment. Just email me, david@dmeltzer.com. All for free. Don't worry. I'll sign a book, send it to you, ship it for you for free. So you know I'll send you the other stuff for free as well. Not a problem. All right. How do I perform my best in the exam? Preparation. How do you perform your best is before the event is how you perform your best, by the consistent, everyday, persistent, without quit pursuit of your own potential. It's preparation that creates performance. The better you prepare, the more situational knowledge you have, the calmer you'll be, the more in spirit you'll be. You are actually reminding yourself of the skill, knowledge, and desire that you have when you prepare appropriately every day. Remember, 2 minutes a day is worth more than 2 hours on a Saturday. Are you kidding me? So imagine how much an hour a day is worth. Making sure you have the appropriate unwinding routine so you recover physically and also get the downloads necessary to plateau and grow. Jonte Hall is in the house, the Hall of Famer himself, the Harlem Globetrotter himself. That's it. AAA strategy is all that you need. Jonte Hall in the place to be. Thank you so much, everyone. It is Ask Me Anything Monday. It is a holiday. Preparation creates performance. Thank you, Christina. Hello, Jonte. Want to go live with me, Jonte? Join us. Hey, it's a sailing shot. Good morning. You got a question for me? You got 3, 2, 1. Okay, we don't got a question, but we're trying to get Jonte maybe to come live with me. Come on, Jonte. What do you think? You want to go live with me? I'll check it out. In the house, it's Ask Me Anything Monday. My friend from the Harlem Globetrotters, imagined. Oh, my goodness.
What up, Dave?
How are you?
I'm doing. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. For those people that don't know who you are, before you ask me my question, because it is Ask Me Anything Monday, just give me a quick overrun of how tall you are. You are the smallest professional basketball player of all time, and you got the biggest heart of any basketball player of all time. So give me a quick rundown, your resume, and then ask me your question.
What's up, everybody? I'm Jonte Hall, former member of the world famous Harlem Globetrotters. I'm the first shortest in team history, standing at 5'2". David Meltzer, great guy, my brother. He's been a mentor to me, also a brother. And now I'm a motivational speaker, and I'm an author as well. So, Dave, my question is, bro, how do you remain like patient? Like when you have something that you're striving for, like how to be patient?
I love that. So most people, especially people that have the desire that they must be what they can be. Jonte's someone that had a basketball under his arm since he was 5 years old or even less. And imagine, how tall are you, Jonte?
5'2".
5'2", sorry. So imagine how many people told Jonte he could not play basketball. Imagine, because even if he was 12 years old and 5'2", they're going to tell him he can't play basketball. Trust me. So imagine all of that. So what happens to people that have the desire that they must be what they can be is they don't utilize the power that they have. See, what's happening is if you feel you have a desire that you must be what you can be, that means that you are clearly connected. You don't have as much interference as other people to the great inspirer, to the power, the source. But here's the negative of it. When you got all that power, you think that that power is controlling time. See, it's not. That power is much faster than time. That power doesn't understand time because time is based off of the amount of time it takes from the sun, the light from the sun to get to the earth, which is 186,000 miles per second.
Wow.
And so people get confused saying, wait a second, I'm so inspired. Why isn't this happening on my time frame? That's because your time frame is God's time frame, not man-made construct 24 hours a day time frame. So how do we get into the most productive mode? I'll tell you, by utilizing that power to enjoy that journey, to enjoy every day being your best, not making yourself happy when this is going to happen, when I'm the world's best speaker. When it's going to take more time if you put your emotions, your hopes, your dreams, your inspirations onto the outcome. If you put your emotions back into God time, meaning being your best, your higher self, trusting and having faith, things will happen faster. They'll actually happen faster. But when we attach our emotions to that outcome, it slows things down because God, inspiration, source, it doesn't understand 24 hours a day of activity. So in order to speed up the results in the 24 hours of activity, we have to use our faith as a GPS to reroute us when we get into the wrong situations, the wrong exit, the wrong place. But we also use it to find and see that when things aren't working out as we thought they should, that's because it's going to be something better. And I've seen that in your life, my friend. You are a father. You're a beautiful, beautiful partner. You've got a beautiful life. And yes, things may not be where you thought they're going to be, but they're better than you thought when we first met years ago.
Yes.
And that's why you're my brother as well. So put and tie your emotions to the enjoyment of the consistent every day, persistent without quit, pursue your potential. If you're out there and you're impatient and you feel God through you, if you're inspired that you must be what you can be, don't be impatient. Allow it to happen. Use the law of gravity, the law of Goya, get off your ass, and the law of allowance, and things will happen to you rapidly and accurately. Does that sound fair?
Sounds great, Dave. I appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you. Have a great holiday, man.
You too, man.
Your family for you.
Bye, Dave.
All right, there he is, 5'2". He even makes Dave Meltzer look tall, but he could kick my butt in basketball, I'll tell you that. So I've made too many excuses why I'm not good at basketball, like my height. Obviously, if he's been a professional basketball player, 5'2", All-American, the guy's incredible. And on the Harlem Globetrotters, as he said, now he's an inspirational speaker and just an author. Great guy, Jonte Hall. Check him out. Welcome, everyone. It's Ask Me Anything Monday. We got time for one more question. I got a speech in Switzerland coming up. So we will be on Clubhouse at 3 p.m. Pacific as well. If I didn't get to you or your question, please join us. If you want the 5 to Thrive sales guide, if you want the open-ended question template, if you want my ebook, audio book, if you want me to sign a book, send it to you, pay for shipping and the book and everything else, don't worry. If you want anything I've mentioned here today, AAA strategy, whatever, david@dmeltzer.com. I just pinned it below the whole time. 949-298-2905. Please join me. Amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Carlos there, H. Dave. All right, last question. I'm 23 on a job which I don't like. Now I'm having mental issues. What do I do? All right. If you're in a position you don't want to be in, then start looking for the light, the love, and the lessons in the position that you want to be in. Get better at what you do. Create avoid shortages and opportunity and options for the universe to fill. Do not focus in on what's missing, what you don't want, what you don't like. Focus in and find the light, the love, and the lessons. If it bleeds you too much, then go ahead and fire it from your life and allow, through faith, something else to come your way. But the first step is to try to find the light, the love, and the lessons in what you don't like. Stop looking for what's missing. Stop looking for what you don't want. That's what you're going to get. Don't look for what other people want either, because that's what you're going to get. And you're going to not only getting what they want for you, but resenting them for it. I see that happen all the time. So the first step is to get better at what you do. Be a professional. Get better at what you do. Then that will give you more time, emotion, and opportunity. And the time, emotion, and opportunity will allow you to utilize the laws of allowance. More opportunity and options will come. You'll end up in a better place, a better position. By what? Having faith. Faith is the ultimate GPS. It will reroute you. It'll get you back on track, but it'll give you a better place to be. Pain itself is just a turn signal, not a stop sign. Don't create resistance in your life by attaching your emotions to an outline. Utilize all the lessons that we've learned here today to what? To recognize, remember, and remind yourself that you are happy, healthy, wealthy, and worthy. What are we doing to interfere with it? I'm here to teach you how to get rid of the interference. That's all I'm doing. Be a screwball, have fun, do your best, learn something, like I always say. And most importantly, be kind to your future self and do good deeds. Have a great holiday. Take care, everybody.